Chat, can I get a mic check? Mic check. Oh my god, the YouTube member drops. Thank you, LTS. Thank you so much. Okay, I was late. Before I do the intro, I was late. CrazyFi said he couldn't make it. I was reading A Bedtime Story to Everly, our favorite analyst, and I ran down here. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. Hands up. Okay, let's do the intro. Hey everyone, welcome to the Couch Cat stream, where usually just me tonight, do this every Thursday at 7 p.m. US Eastern Time, and we chat about our favorite lightweight MMORPGs and persistent browser-based games here that we cover and play on the channel. And tonight's episode is going to be great. We have just giant updates coming through for IdleMMO. And we also have some news centering around idle clans, some big rumors within SimpleMMO's guild ecosystem with update on that end too, and some Solvendra news as well, some dev corner stuff. And then to round it all out, to finish the night, we're going to be discussing the latest progress report for SimpleMMO's seasonal guild leaderboard for season 8 specifically, which is almost over. Say it with me, chat. Almost. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, it's good to see everyone. I'm going to say hello to all of you. Since it's just me, I'm not here to ask CrazyFi, how he's doing. But me, Paisen, I'm doing pretty good. I got the Fresca, which I'll pop open soon in the official Couch Cat koozie. Link down in the description if you want some merch. I'm gonna start adding more T-shirts because I want to order more shirts. Isn't that kind of crazy? I'm gonna order more shirts, and yeah, I've been doing good. I've been watching The Studio. I love that show. It's on Apple TV. Seth Rogen he used to be my jam, then he wasn't my jam. But in this show, it's like a ripoff of Curb, and it's not bad. I don't really like Hollywood, but I like when people make fun of Hollywood. And then I've just been really like power leveling, or I guess power leveling on accident by PvPing a lot for Wolfblood, which is the guild I'm in SimpleMMO. Playing a lot of Idle Clan still. We just did our events and I missed it. I messed up. I was not a real gamer. I didn't leave the lobby for an event and I blocked the rest of the clan. My bad. Hands up. My bad. And been playing IdleMMO. We're almost at the guild. We almost have the guild hall after all the nerfs. Oh God. But yeah, I've just been a real gamer. And also, I don't know if some of you are indie, you like the indie scene, but there's been some really good games dropping on Steam. I covered a couple back in the day. I think it was called like Enzor or whatever. It's like the single player MMO simulation. It's really cool. That dropped. It's like Elder Quest, but with a bunch of AI teammates in the AI world, and everyone persistently levels up. They invite you to groups. It's really cool. So if you play like the old .hack games where like your party members could like message you, send you invites, stuff like that, it's got a lot of that going on. But it's like, it's using those like asset packs that everyone's been using lately for zombie games and shit. But yeah, I've been keeping my eye on that. I'm probably going to play that. And then shout out to Rack and Shadow. I've been playing 33 Immortals. Xbox Game Pass, like the PC Pass, has been $1 for 2 weeks, and I just cancel, and I got it twice in a row. So if you're able to obtain that, 33 Immortals, it's like the name suggests, there's like 33 players. You join a round, and you farm on a map. It's like a MMO raid simulator. It's the raid portion of an MMO. And yeah, we get our PP slap. So it's been real fun. Shadow is a huge weight around the ankles. But Rack and I, we do pretty well to carry him. But yeah, it's been fun. I highly recommend 33 Immortals. And if you got friends from like SimpleMMO or something, or if you want to come to the Couch Cat get Discord, link down in the description, come by. We'd love to play. You can do a party of 6, I believe. But yeah, all right. So if you're here and you're lurking, say hello so I can say hi back. And also hit the like button, like the stream, help the algorithm right now. And I'm going to scroll up. But first, the first Fresca of the night, the only Fresca. I don't slam these back, okay? Cheers to you, chat. Cheers to you. Okay, let's do this. All right, so Welsky was saying Solvendra better than IdleMMO. Welcome to the stream, Welsky. Surprised you're showing your face, because if you call one of my mods a bitch again, I'm going to fucking disappear you. All right, Zerno, what's up? Long time no see. LTS, welcome to the mod squad. Shadow is here. Oh, I was just talking shit about Shadow. Ooh, hey brother, love you, dude. Disquall's here. Disquall. Moving on. It's his unofficial nickname. Disquall. Okay. Solvendra MMO is here. The MMO, like the game itself, is here. Good to see you. Good to see you, of course. And Solvendra MMO, the devs have our questions. They're taking their little time. They got a lot of stuff in the pipeline here, and we're excited to see the answers. Hopefully it's not ChatGPT. Sharky's here. Shout out to Sharky. They're one of our main POCs, point of contacts, for the PBBG official Discord server for the upcoming game jam. So excited about that. They're also a game dev. They have a game under development right now. Highly suggest you join that Discord and check them out. We're probably going to add that Discord's official link to our YouTube because that just makes sense, right? It does. It makes sense. Chuby's here, official captain of Couch Cat. Good to see you, Chuby. We have Bombs here saying Paisen smell, see if it's the goat. Thank you, Bombs. I'm glad we built this friendship together just for you to shit on me all the time. Ghost Bear's here. YouTube member shout out to Ghost Bear. Ghost Bear's such a good homie. You should watch the studio Ghost Bear so we can watch or talk about it later. Caveman. Been 3xing me for like the last week. Caveman saying, oh, hey, it's been a while. Good to see you. I was just about to message you and go, you have the time to PvPB but not stop by? Like, come on, dude. Come on. And Hyper Knight is here. Another SG Heathen saying, I'm here to get my name back. If you join the Discord, you'll see his beautiful nickname. I don't know who came up with it. For legal reasons, I don't know. Vex SimpleMMO, or Vex, is saying, home right on time. Good to see you, Vex. Vex was alluding to some great news in the Guild EXP department, so hopefully we get to see it tonight. Let's see. Nauri is here, YouTube member and mod. Shout out to you. Love seeing you, Nauri. One of the OGs. Solvendra asking how much EXP bonus Fresca gives. I don't know, like 10%. You gotta put in your game and make it 20%, and we have a partnership. Corvix saying, what's good, y'all? Dude, it's been so long since I've seen WSG. But welcome to the stream, Corvix. Hope you have a good time. I think it's your first time, right? Let me know. Dagon, YouTube member and mod shout out. Also dropping their membership with the old man emote. 21 months. Literally just like Ace and everyone, a day zero supporter when we became monetized. So shout out to my guild leader. Such a great dude. Wubba lubba dub dub. What the frick are you saying, bro? All right, I'm now embarrassed that he's my guild leader. Okay. Alcool is here. Welcome, you monkey. Saying I only watch CC streams to simp for Paisen. That's a great, yeah. I was about to say that's a great reason, but you know, I don't endorse that normally. Let's see. Amelia's here, YouTube member and mod shout out. Good to see you, Amelia. Always good to see Amelia. I made fun of her earlier. She dropped some SGL news, and I was like, Chaotic's making it a guild. We'll talk about that later. But she was like a week late, and I was just like, old news, but I love it. I love when Amelia is actually helping in the SGL news tech channel, because a lot of people don't. So shout out to you, Amelia. I was messing with you. Let's see what else. Moving on. Eclipse is here. Oh shit, we can't talk about the Forest, okay? Eclipse is here, saying Mike's not here. Well, you're here, and that's good enough. Ain't that right, brother? Moving on. What's saying I was late? Yeah, I was. I had to pee and get Fresca. It's a 3-minute task. Caveman says mic check every time. He never shows. Is this what the joke? Is this what everyone, when I say mic check, you're now saying it's Mike from SimpleMMO? Oh my god, you rats. Rack is here. I almost said Rack is here. Paisen keeps missing events. Shakes my head, dude. It's not fair that American guild or clan leaders missing the events because the European clan leaders, who are more consistent than us, move the time. All right, but Rack, the official commander, major, I don't know, major of Couch Cat over on the Idle Clan section. Good to see you, Rack, and a YouTube member shout out. Wolf is for PvPP. Alcool is trying to poach me to Gil or Gorilla Wizards from Couch Cat Gaming, not really realizing I was in Wolf. And now they're saying Wolf is for PvPPs. Excellent stuff. LTS says Paisen and me are going to be making our debut on Apple TV soon too. Season 1 coming soon of Love on the Spec. All right, never mind. Forget that joke. Oh man, we got owned by Kimchers earlier this week. It was not a good time for anyone involved. Me and LTS caught some strays. It was not good. Okay, moving on. I gotta stay focused. Cool. Paisen's heart is locked. He needs a monkey. 17 months. Thank you so much for the support, Cool, at the freaking Couch Cat level. You're rad, dude. Yukari is here. YouTube member shout out. Always good to see you, Yukari. That's not all that's locked, says LTS. Oh my god. Welski, it's not a leak. We have like chat logs, bro. It's YouTube, idiot. Moving on. Bomb says friendship. Oh, this is awkward. Did I assume we were friends? Then stop DMing me when you're drunk. All right. I mean, that's everyone, right? If you're lurking, say hello. About to move on. About to do some cool stuff. Corvex says, I was in the stream a few months ago, back at the start of this season. Damn, dude, where you been? Welcome to the stream. What's for dinner? Oh, what are we talking about? Oh, the Red Hood is here. Hey, finally caught up with Paisen live stream. Dude, good to see you, Red Hood. Woof, woof. Always good to see Red Hood coming by. He's a great artist. If you have Red in your name, I guess you're just a really good pixel artist, right? And Maven is here. YouTube member, shout out Maven. We are making garlic and herb lamb shanks in a Brussels sprout and heirloom carrot medley. What the frick? Is that math? Okay, and also quick shout out to Nowry, of course, again, at the Inner Circle. They've been a member for 20 months. And then Caveman has been a member for 20 months at the Couch Cat level, saying Dagon is dedicated. So yeah, thank you so much. All these YouTube members, 21, 20, 20, 17 months, like just zero, basically 0 day supporters. Can't do this without you. All right. He skipped my request, but he did call me rad, so I do anyway. What? All right, let's do this. Good to see everyone tonight. Please like the stream. So real quick, yeah, CrazyFi's not here, so but he wanted you to know he's still reading Dungeon Crawler Carl, and he's on the second book in the 4th Wing series. There you go. He's a big boy. Okay. Moving on to Couch Cat updates. There's one from CrazyFi that he wanted to pass on. But on my side, I just want to remind you, the reviews are the reviews. The views are looking good. The likes are looking good. I did a season 8, mid-season review of my predictions from before the season began, as a VOD. So if you haven't watched it, if it slipped, your mind, please. Even if you don't want to watch it all, I have chapters up. Check it out. Leave a like, leave a comment. I know some of you did, and I greatly appreciate that. But yeah, that's the one piece I have. And then the second piece, we didn't announce this, but we've added Solvendra to our game chat section. So if you're actively playing Solvendra, the dev is in our Discord. They're always asking for feedback. So I know Chubi was giving some, but yeah, if you're in our Discord down, link down in the description, you're playing Solvendra, which is an alpha right now, and you want a direct link to us who are eventually going to all be playing it, or to the dev, it's a chat, it's available, use it. And then from CrazyFi, he just sent out the 2024 Game Jam feedback form. So, last year we participated with the game, or in the Game Jam, hosted it really, and working with the PPBG official team, which was like one dude, and CrazyFi being the process project manager person he is, he had a feedback form. So he sent that out, and it's to improve on the 2025 Game Jam, which is going to be happening this year, obviously. And we are working with Sharky with that, I believe. Sharky and another part of the team, right? Sharky, if you're here, remind me. But anyway, yeah, that's what's going on. So we're just moving and grooving. Still no news about the weekly guild stats, but I think we're waiting on Season 9 for CrazyFi to implement that, if he does. Cool, thank you so much for the gift bomb. 5 memberships. Sad Eggplant. Dude, that guy's got the best name. Sad Eggplant got one. Tansy got one. Chubi, Disqual, and Shadow. Congrats. Oh, Chubi's here too. And Shadow's here. That's great. It's great to see. And Sharky is saying, yes, sir. All right, thank you, Sharky. Looking forward to it. Mammo is here. This is like the first stream Mammo has probably seen in 20 years. Mammo, welcome to the stream. Dang, evil speed. What the hell? Always good to see Mamo. Oh, they were wishing luck. Okay. All right. Moving on. Let's just move on to the main content. Actually, we got a lot to talk about, so we're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this together with our fresca. It's kind of getting dark now. The sun was up, so let me adjust the light, and then we can kind of become popular and professional. Oh, that was a flashbang. All right. So, this is the this is the news, the news portion of the stream. This is where we go over the latest patch notes, announcements, drama, whatever pertaining to our favorite and active games, our favorite lightweight MMOs and PvPGs. And the first game is Galahad Creative's IdleMMO, which most of us here are familiar with. And as predicted, real quick, Maven with the $5. Thank you so much. Saying, did you know that there are cherry red dianthus flowers? They are called cherry pie dianthus. Thank you so much, Maven. You are literally the Discovery Channel. Okay. But yes, IdleMMO has had some giant patch notes regarding fine tuning the guild hall upgrade. It is literally IdleMMO's biggest freaking update and Galahad Creative's biggest update ever for any game. So they're fine tuning the components, the guild hall themselves. They've even added a new class, and let's check it out. Let's do this thing. Bam. Here's IdleMMO. Here's the official Discord where you can get all the patch notes. You can also go in game to the wiki page or just Google the wiki page and get them there too. But here is the giant patch that dropped on the 15th. 2 days ago. Pretty big. Okay. Wait a minute. Can you see, hold on. Doesn't it look like you can kind of see me at the bottom of the page? How weird is that? Okay. That was a little weird. Is that the top? Can you see the top portion? You can. What is going on, chat? Here. Let me do this shit. Oh. Okay. I'm using another scene because CrazyFi's not here. And he's doomed me. Alright, whatever, we're just gonna deal with it. But anyway, as you can see, I'm not gonna go line to line, but they are continuing to tune the guild hall components because guess what, chat? It's too steep. So they've gone reducing things by 10,000. They've removed chromite bars because that's a pain in the ass. And you'll see here they're removing bars because they've wanted so many bars, so many logs, per component. So if you're a guild like Couchcat who's struggling, this is a great fix. And yeah, it just continues to go. But here's something that really stands out. They snuck this in the more changes section, but they added a smelter class. So that's pretty sick. Whole new class. Hunt actually showed this to me before I even went to the patch notes. So shout out to Hunt King. He's always got the IdleMMO news. But yeah, a bunch of changes here. And then this dropped yesterday. This is the guild conquest bonus. And so this is where guilds, they go to a location, they declare a conquest, and they go through the motions, and they get EXP while battling other guilds for the location. And Hunt was showing the top 3 guilds are mainly in one area. I can't remember where. Oops. But yeah, these are the bonuses that, or they call it buffs, from a guild controlling the location, through a successful conquest. So this isn't bad. Especially for, top guild. And right here is very interesting. It says their value is in fact that they last for an entire season, 2 months. We don't have anything like this in SimpleMMO. So this is the first time I'm seeing where there's a long-term buff, tied to a geolocation. So pretty interesting, pretty cool. How many guilds are going to take advantage of this? Probably the top 10. And then this is just kind of their mindset with these changes and just more small changes here. But yeah, big stuff. And then also, I think they announced it. Yeah, they did. So earlier this week, their Springtide Fair campaign is live. So you go to a specific guild location. There's a raid tied to this and a bunch of skins and other stuff to unlock within the game. And then, of course, their in-game store has some exclusive skins that you can get with in-game currency or real money. But that currency really comes easy, so you don't really need money. But that's, I don't know, big stuff going on. Just these guild hall tunings and the spring event, which, you know, a lot of guilds are popping their, or have popped their event, and it's been really enjoyable because usually, you know, after this, there's really nothing till fall. Okay. Cyber Samurai 85. Hello, welcome to the stream, Cyber Samurai. But that's IdleMMO. A lot of good news there. A lot of good news for players of IdleMMO. That smelter class sounds like it's really handy now with all the components and what are required. Okay, we're gonna move on to Idle Clan. So last stream, we went over that Idle Clans had just turned 2. It's just amazing how much time has passed. Check it out. And their birthday event has come to an end. It was, you know, short-lived, and their events, again, they're global. It's where the entire gaming or the player population work together, donate balloons this time around through an interface to get just a bonus of just a giant heaping bonus amount of EXP from their scaling in combat. So that came to an end, but something CrazyFi pointed out was that it ended a little too early. Because even though, so in IdleMMO, when events have an end time, they'll still run as long as like there's enough currency, like the event currency donated. So until that's depleted, it won't stop. But because of like some backend changes and some updates, it cut it short. So here you go, they're admitting to it. This happened as a consequence of ongoing backend changes. But worry not, the event data isn't lost, and they'll be reinstating the event tomorrow. And this was the 15th. So we got a couple extra days. Not bad, right? That's not bad at all. So it's nice that they actually admitted to it. It's sad that it cut people short, but these events in Idle Clans are really easy to do, very enjoyable. I like global events like this in an Idle, MMO. So if you have not played this game, we're actively playing. We're actively climbing. We're the top. We just hit the 400th guild in ranking within Idle Clans, which is insane because there's like a bajillion. So if you want to be a part of that, join our Discord. We have a game chat dedicated to Idle Clans, and we'll help you out. We have a lot of great players playing this game. Mainly me. All right. Sorry. Oh, sorry, team. Oh, Keeban's here. Mod shout out to Keeban. People are always complaining when you finish too early. Don't take it to heart, Paisen. God, why do I read what the fuck? One of our first mods ever, everyone. Keeban. Okay, moving on. No mod shout out. I just gave you a shout out, dude. Moving on to SimpleMMO. We have some great news coming out of SimpleMMO. Maybe. I don't know. Is it really great? Potentially. Okay, so some immediate news through their announcement. Check it out. I keep saying that, and I'm just going to keep it. There are boosts that dropped this morning, good till Saturday. So that's great. So if you've been grinding, this is kind of like on par with events. But yeah, if you've been grinding, these are some great looking boosts here. I'm really looking at this. And I'm sure a lot of guilds who are, neck and neck, like they're peer-to-peer in the SGL, like TSL and ROs and shit. I've noticed a lot more TSL 3Xs, so thank you. Yeah, I'm looking at this. This is great boost for the weekend. And then we just got another update. I actually dropped it yesterday, and basically they're just saying they're preparing to onboard the professions, which is replacing the jobs mechanic in SimpleMMO. So there's some minor changes and adjustments here and there throughout the game, but really this is preparing for the onboarding of the profession. And you'll see here they annotate it down below the chat, or the changes. Excuse me, I was going to say the chat, but the change log. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. And that's SimpleMMO. That's really it for SimpleMMO. So we're going to move on to our next game, which is Solvendra, our newest and favorite PBBG. And for their dev corner news, they're finally addressing UI elements. I know Chubi said it specifically, so this is probably why they're doing it. No, I'm just kidding. But you know, a lot of people have noticed like the UI needs some work. So they're gradually changing here, and they're showing off some sneak peeks. I recommend when you do this, show it before and after, for sure. Especially if like a new player comes in and they're like, "What's different?" But yeah, definitely show before and after, and I'm sure you could get even more feedback on top of that. But it's looking good. The game's looking good. I think that's really it. Hold on, let me check. I got my notes up. Okay, so UI. Oh, there's an official poll to name the combat equipment type. That's pretty sick. Let's check it out. Is this it? Is this where I'm at? Okay, yeah. What name should the combat equipment type have? 9 days left. Class style specialization. I see. Oh, I see. Specialization, class, style, so melee. Okay. All right, so check that out. They're obviously looking for involvement here. And then for patch notes, this happened the day after our stream, but we have patch 0.11.1, and they're adding a combat log to the combat view, which is great to see, especially for those who like numbers go up and they want to track why their numbers are going up and their progress through combat. And a couple more changes. But yeah, again, this is in early alpha. Always looking for players, always looking for feedback. They're very receptive. Kind of like Ironwood RPG before, you know, Mickey Boy went dark. He's better now, I know. I can't keep harping on that guy, but yeah, very active. The Discord's very active. Our Discord can be active if you join it to talk about Solvendra. But that is the news segment. Oh, real quick, Caveman says combat logs are great, way more effective than combat sticks. There you go. Hey, if you need great input, Caveman's always there. That's a great one, Caveman, you rat bastard. Yo, Chaotic is here. He's saying Limits. Oh, Limits is here. Welcome, Limits. Long time no see, man. Paisen and his S's. Okay, that's a new segment. Sick stuff. Now we have all the time in the world to talk about the SGL, brother. You know what I mean? Brother and sister. All right. Okay, I guess I'll talk like that. Real quick. Thanks, bro. Hope fam is well. Thank you so much, Limits. Right back at you. I think your family's better than mine, man. I hope you're doing good. Real quick, like the stream if you just got here. Sub if you're new. Consider joining the Discord lounge. Link down in the description. And if you want to support us further, consider becoming a YouTube member, just as low as $2.99 a month. It supports us directly through YouTube. You get access to emotes, badges, member-specific chats that Cutie or Mod ruins on a daily basis, member giveaways, double entries to giveaways, and early access to VODs. So consider it. It's cool stuff. All right, thank you. That was really it. That, man, it gets easier every time. All right, I'm gonna prep the SGL here because that's what the fam wants. You know what I mean? That's what the fam wants. So I have the SGL here. Actually, I think I can just pop it up. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, I have to stand like this, but Kumo is like directly below me. Chat. Kumo could lose a tail. So here we go. I have the SGL booted up, but we have news. We have so much news around the SGL now that there's like what less than 2 weeks left. Okay, excuse me. It's the 17th, less than a week left. Because it ends the 24th. So get this. All right, chat, get this. And if you're here and you're part of the guilds I'm about to talk about, clarify if I need it. But anyway, so Chaotic Serenity started a solo guild to see how far they would climb. Of course, they blew into the top 50 on their own. And now he's flipped heads. He came out of the woodwork and he's opened recruitment. So Chaotic Serenity has a guild. Not on my bingo card. Chaotic Serenity has always been a powerful warrior in very successful guilds, and largely they've become successful because he's part of it. So we're all excited for him. So keep an eye out, and we'll see how that goes. Maybe they'll be on the SGL. I mean, come on, it's Chaotic. Like, of course they're going to be on the SGL, but that's some really big news. Also, this is coming from KO, who I guess was looking at the RS page and just sent a screenshot. And RS, PULANG, ARAW, I hope Red Sun, the number one guild in SimpleMMO, they set a retirement date to April 25th. So I haven't had anyone RS confirm this. I don't really talk to any of them. Besides maybe Peppy here and there, but RS has set a retirement date. So is this guild just literally going to walk away after being number one? What? Is this guild really going to walk away being number one? That's freaking insane. But check out their guild bio and you'll see a retirement date. Caveman says TSL is disbanding for good. Bombs is being built. Shut up, Caveman. God, who let this man back in? Moving on. So, a couple weeks ago, Celery announced that they're slowing down, they're taking a step back. Leadership became busy. Celery became busy with school, and then Dell and crew in one or two from Teletubbies, they did a split. They went to Stardust. They created a leadership package together, a new revamped leadership package with Des in the front, Celery in the leading from the rear. Well, apparently they've departed Stardust and they went to Coven. They went somewhere. I think they went to TSL for like a second, but they're staying in Coven right now. So they've completely abandoned the guild they made. This is one. They say it's temporary, but there's no end date. And this is what I'm talking about in my prediction video, where you're excited for these new guilds, but players will be players, and if they don't have like leadership experience or a track record that we're able to observe, shit like this happens all the time. And then also there's a screenshot floating around in the Stardust Discord of a snip from Global Chat where Celery is reading off the book name, The Art of Not Giving an F, and he says it in Global Chat fully spelled out in all capped. So they're probably muted. Yeah, they're probably muted. So I don't know. Celery's acting out. They're in their Lucas Welsky shadow art. I say that knowing that they're here. Okay. Also some news, which correct me if I'm wrong, but Tansy was temporarily in TSL. I don't know. I know Bombs and Caveman are here. I don't know if she did that as a favor or as a merc duty, but I felt it as like, is this obvious pressure from RS, trying to reclaim number one? Because again, TSL overtook RS very briefly, but did not hold their lead. But Tansy, who has been a powerhouse, like the powerhouse for Coven, very briefly 3x'd me as part of TSL and then moved on, and now the 3x'd me as Coven. So if you can confirm that TSL for me, if not, I don't care. But yeah, I just want to notice that, this is a clear sign that TSL is like, oh shit, the fire's on. Bomb saying Tansy is still a major co-leader, considered part of the big three of TSL. She is basically being in Coven TSL right now. All right, so turn on, turn off, wax on, wax off. Tansy was actually hosting a multi-guild bank job and robbed us all. How fucking funny. She's famously disloyal. All right. But in light of the RS news, Bomb saying RS was talking about retirement for over half this season. Absolute Joe stepped back from leader for a while. I guess him and Addison finally set a date. Yeah, it's in the profile. Sad to see. But does that mean these veterans are going to roll into different guilds? Does this mean KO's guild is going to fill a void? Or will they go somewhere else? Will they go to Wolf? All right, anyway, moving on. Again here, TSL pushing for number one. Of course, they have not given up. And here's some great news. Okay, in my prediction videos, I've talked about them a lot, but Helheim, they finally claimed the best Viking guild because they overtook Asgard. So again, this is their personal best for the season, and now overtaking Asgard for the first time ever during Jason's like kind of downfall, being too busy, etc. Co-leads having some rough time, but yeah, Helheim taking that spot. So great for them. That came from the DMs. Good to see. And then this is per Shadow, so you never know if it's true because he says this every freaking time. But Shadow's saying the SG Shadow Garden Council could be cooked. A lot of co-leads becoming too busy, so things might be changing. So I always take it with a grain of salt. Shadow is super dramatic and funny, but it would be really sad if we saw RS retire and then Shadow Garden, who was like literally on no one's bingo card, be top 3 and then freaking explode to like tier 2. Tier 2 speedrun. Keeban says, is this the end of SimpleMMO guilds? Dude, this is why he writes the thumbnails, man. Alright. So that's the news. Let's just get right into the SGL. So, yeah, so this is SGL. This is our baby. And we are, we're using in conjunction through partnership, Simple Wolf made by Zildin. So this is, our baby being implemented through a very awesome tool. Usually it's Yomu's at, the Yomu's dashboard, which is still DOA. Thanks, Yomu. But Zildin's tool, Simple Wolf, amazing stuff here. Amazing quality of life, changes, tracking, guild tracking. You can track other guilds' warriors, track your own warriors, track your progress, track the SGL, the Couch Cat SGL through this. You can do a bunch of stuff, and it's only getting better. There's an official Discord link down in the description. Highly recommend you check it out. It will make playing the game better. It'll make your guild better. There's a buff. There's a buff chat. And Zildin, he's got a Patreon. So if you love what you see and how the bot's working for you, consider donating. He's doing this all for free. So good stuff coming out of Zildin's corner, his little pocket of SimpleMMO, and officially added to the SimpleMMO Discord server. Huge milestone for Zildin. So we're all proud of him. And Yukari for supporting him, because Yukari is doing some, she's doing some heavy lifting there. Okay, let's move on. So this is SGL. This is where we track the top 25 guilds. In addition to that, we have a tier 2 system, which we'll get into the end. But yes, we track the top 25 guilds. They are broken down into multiple tiers by 5, and we capture guild movement within 7 days, within a week's worth of progress here at the channel. And we're just excited to see how season 8 ends. It's probably been one of the best seasons since season 0 and season 1. So season 0, it was like wasn't added into the game, but season 1 was really insane. But season 8's really insane. I keep saying that, right? It doesn't really change anything. All right, let's do this thing. Let's start this baby. Grats Zildin. Yeah. Dude, I just got some Yukari brownie points right there. She thank you, Yukari. Look after me. Okay. Let me make this a little bit better. Again, I'm using a different scene because CrazyFi's not here, so I gotta change some stuff. So we'll make this a better viewing experience. We'll cut this. Do this. And I'll scroll it. Alright, so we're gonna start. We didn't even start. We're gonna start with the celestial tiers. This is the 1st through 5th place positions here in the SGL. And cover your face. I hate you guys. Why am I friends with you? Why am I friends with you? Jane Core, that's right now, right? All right. So we have RS here. Hopefully not retiring, but they're probably going to retire. At number 1 with 182 total, or 182 mil total EXP. Holy shit. 18.4 weekly EXP and 1.5 mil EXP for their daily gain. That is insane here. TSL hot on their ass. Does that say? They're hot on their ass bombs, you know what I mean? Number 2 here with 180.5 mil total EXP, 30.1 mil total or weekly EXP, and 2.1 mil daily EXP. These two guilds, they're riding through that Easter event. I'm sure this boost, if one of these guilds slips, the Easter weekend, or they call it the spring boost is going to be insane. This is like the make or break for them. This is the juice they needed. They're going anabolic. You know what I mean? You know, anyone lift? Okay. And Shadow Garden here at number 3. No surprise, holding strong with 122.5 mil total EXP, 6.3 mil weekly, just under 1 mil daily gain. Not bad at all for them, especially if their world's imploding, according to Shadow. And then we have Wolfblood here overtaking Prostor. So when the stream ended, Prostor overtook Wolfblood. But you know, being the one of the best warriors in the guild, Wolf, by the way, you know, I pulled him out of the ashes. Okay, we all came together, we worked together, it was fine. But we took the lead back at number 4 with 95.2 mil total EXP, 10.3 mil weekly EXP, and just under 1 mil daily EXP here at Wolfblood. And then Prostor, the gap is widening, but we are peer-to-peer. So this boost for this weekend is going to be excellent for us if we can continue to stay on track. But same as Prostor's. Prostor's very stable, right? So they're at number 5, 92.1 mil total EXP, 6.5 mil weekly EXP, and just under 1 mil daily gain. So those are the top 5 guilds. Again, we have RS, TSL, Shadowguard, and Wolfblood, and Prostor. We're the best guilds in the game. We're really the best guilds. You know, stop saying CrazyFi. He's not here. Show me some love, chat. What the fuck? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Shout out to CrazyFi, by the way. Moving on to Legendary tier. This is the 6th through 10th position on the SGL. We have Coven at number 6, as you'll see here, with 85.1 mil total EXP, 5.7 mil weekly, and just under 700k daily. We have Church of Binks, aka, dude, Amelia, is this ever going to change? Is this the real guild name? But we have Factory Reset here at number 7 with 83.1 mil total EXP, 7.7 mil weekly, and just shy of under 1 mil daily gain. Really good moves here by FR. Nallery says, we're a cult. Okay, excellent stuff. The cat is cute. Moving on to Gladiators here at number 8, 61.8 mil total EXP, 3.8 mil weekly, and just under 500k daily. Yeah, there's a dip. There's a clear divide between Coven and FR, and there's a clear divide when Tansy, you know, has multiple places to be at. So DPS here at number 9, another Celestial alumni that has fallen with 55.1 mil total EXP, 3.5 weekly mil EXP, 3.5 mil weekly EXP, and then just under 400k daily for DPS. And then Golden Arrows, we love Golden Arrows here. I mean, we love most guilds here. But they're at number 10, holding strong with 47.6 mil total EXP, 3.6, basically 3.7 mil weekly EXP, and just under 600k daily. So great moves. And then check this out. 69 member count. Nice. Am I immature? Okay, moving on. Don't answer that, chat. Moving on to nice, yeah. Can I get a nice in chat? All right, moving on to Epic tier. This is the 11th through 15th position here in the SGL, and we have freaking Helheim, Hell Dogs. You know what I mean? Okay, maybe not. Helheim here, moving a position forward, overtaking Asgard as we talked about earlier, with yeah. Thank you for the nices. 42.4 mil total EXP, 4.5 mil weekly EXP, and just under 300k daily. So shout out to Die by the Sword and to Helheim and crew. Asgard here, though, unfortunately for Jason, falling down because of the Canadian tariffs, moving down to 12 with 42.1 mil total EXP, 3.4 mil weekly EXP, and just under 300k daily. But we had the Forest here with Eclipse and Telfia, like literally, oh, gotta spend my EP. They're retired, but they're moving 2 positions forward with 40.9 mil total EXP, 4.6 mil weekly EXP, and 1 mil daily gain from just passively PvP. It's just unreal. It's unreal that the force is freaking fully retired and they're just making moves. They overtook GG, number 14. Zaxxas, shout out to you, with 40.4 mil total EXP, 2.9 mil weekly, and just under 500k daily. And they overtook Still Friendly 2 at number 15 with 38.5 mil total, 2.1 mil weekly, and 300k daily. I saw a cat today. What the fuck? I don't know what I'm reading. Aiden is here. Shout out to you, Aiden. Okay, moving on. So we're in elite tier, that's 16 through 20, and we have Stardust with all the shakeup in the drama surrounding them. It's it really drama? I don't know. But they're at number 16 with 29.5 mil total, 2 mil weekly, and just under 300k daily here. Death still in charge. Cell, doomed. Teletubbies here at number 17 with 26.9 mil total EXP, 1.6 mil weekly, and just under 300k daily. The Knights Who Say Ye at number 18 with 20.2 mil total EXP, 1.2 mil weekly, and 38,000 daily. Holy shit. Oh my god, Ye. Just retire, dude. Just retire. Why do they do this? They get our hopes up and they just freaking flounder around. At number 19, we have Wisteria, Welski's Guild here at 16.1 mil total EXP, 1.5 mil weekly, and under 200k daily. Is that one of the... No, Stardust is still... Okay, Stardust and Teletubbies are still leading this pack. But they could probably overtake E. I mean, they should... Oh, you know what? This is a pretty big gap. And the rate of EXP is not looking easy. And then we have freaking Gorilla Wizards. Owlcool retire Gorilla Wizards already with 15.7 mil total, 1.3 mil weekly, and under 100k daily. Oh shit. Owlcool. I swear, Gorilla Wizards are something else. They're a bunch of great players though. Don't cross them in IdleMMO. They're beasts. They're anabolic over there. Okay, so this is the final tier within the top 25. This is rare tier 21 through 25 positions. And we have ZZK. I'm not reading it because CrazyFi does that, but ZZK here at 21 with 14.8 mil total EXP, 1.4 basically 5 mil weekly EXP, and under 300k daily. That's not bad for a rare tier. Friendly moving up a position. Good job, Wicked. Moving up to 22 with 14.3 mil total, just under a mil weekly, and 60k daily. Holy shit. The drop off is insane. Usually rare tier isn't this bad. You know, relatively it's not bad, but this low, okay? And unfortunately, you know, with Pratt, Heaven and Hell, they are showing signs of life, got dropped by Wicked to 23 with 13.8 mil total EXP, 500k weekly, and under 40k daily. And then Hell Troop, the newest guild part of the SGL, so shout out to them. They were a tier 2 monster. They're here at 24 with 12 mil total EXP, 1.9 mil weekly, and under 200k daily, which is huge in this part of the world, or not world, but in this part of the SGL. And then moving on to Slums, just barely hanging on to 25 with 9.8 mil total, 300k-ish weekly, and under or 50k-ish daily. So that's the top 25. Nothing, you know, no huge shakeups. Celestial tier obviously is where to keep your eyes peeled. TSL and RS, Prostar and Wolf. And then, you know, Helheim making that slow, you know, gain. Great for them. And then freaking, I swear, if the Force knocks more guilds down just by, like, you know, not wanting to leak EP, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do with Eclipse, you know. But anyway, we're going to go into the tier 2 system. Tier 2 is the 26th through 35th position. This is where we track guilds that have fallen, guilds that are trying to get back in, or, you know, new hopefuls that, you know, they'll push beyond the top 25 for the first time, like Hell's Troop at the very end of the season. Excellent stuff. But here you'll see Sanctuary's fallen. I mean, they are gone. They're done. MOU is freaking dead. Rest in peace, Jambox. Wolf is moving 2 positions forward. Great for them. Black Dragon 3rd gen here at 29 still. Demos Guild is finally falling, decaying. I mean, it's been dead for a long time, but yeah, DGK finally falling even further. And then you have Creatures of the Night holding on at the 31. Blazing Beast. So this is Vex finally getting out of, Elo hell here, stuck at 35, 34 for most of their life. But they have moved to 32 with 4.6. I'm going to read it all because Vex is a friend of the channel. But 4.6 mil total EXP, just under 900k weekly, and almost 200k daily. So good job, Vex, hitting 32. This doesn't look like a lot, but like for Vex in the history of Blazing Beast, which we're all about on this channel, personal best, personal best for Vex. Me and Plates are trying our best. Hey, keep going. Get 69 members though, you'll get a buff. I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking do that. Rickham Lost Souls are dead. Dante's Inferno, another guild that has that was in the top 25, and now it's just kind of like I don't even know what they're doing. But they moved a position forward because Mitsugoshi is dead. So rip to Delta. Delta was a friend of the channel, and now they're just kind of not doing so hot. We'll see who 36 is. Nightshade, Nightwings. I keep thinking they're the same guild. And Arcane. This sounds pretty cool. Funny Ninja, come on up. But that concludes. Okay, there's the meme still there. Thank you, Zoltan. That concludes the latest progress report for Season 8 within SimpleMMO's seasonal Leaderboard. Great stuff. Again, it ends the 24th. So looking at the calendar, our next stream, this is the first time, okay? This is the first time this has happened. Usually we're a day late, a buck short, but the stream or the SGL will end on our stream. So we'll get to see the second to last. We'll also get to see the last, placement, but we won't see the total EXP gain because we do 7 days because of our streaming schedule, and plus we like the numbers that are produced that way. So we'll see it happen live the 24th next Thursday, but the 1st is when we'll release the final, totality of Season 8's earnings. So interesting stuff, exciting stuff. And I hope you join us for, I hope you join us for it. Because SGL is a big deal, you know what I mean? Because we kind of okay, never mind. We don't want to get into it. Anyway, cheers to everyone who's participating in SGL. Cheers to all the guilds, the guild leaders, the co-leads, officers, the members. Frickin' Zolden saying hello stream. Cheers to Zolden. All right. Good times. On losing, on falling when I move. I'm flailing now. Okay, Alcool. Oh, I'm writing the report. Alcool's singing in stream. Okay. Yeah, that does it. So, thanks again to all the mods here who had my back. Thank you to all the YouTube members, the new ones, the resubbing from day 0. Greatly appreciate it. It shows that you care, and we just love the support. And I know it's your hard-earned money, so thank you so much. And then thanks to everyone who's coming out all the time. I love the fact that it's familiar faces. So, thank you for choosing to come out every Thursday, 7 p.m. US Eastern. Thanks to the oldies returning like Caveman and Alcohol. Yeah, great time. But yeah, I love sharing a fresco with all of you, and I love chatting and shooting the shit about all the games we play together. And as always, it's been a fun-filled episode. We covered a lot here. Updates with IdleMMO, Idle Clans, Yvette, and the Oopsies. We covered Solvendra and their UI updates, and some patch notes there, and SimpleMMO, of course. So yeah, great times. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. So chat, this is your last chance to like the stream. Not really. If you're part of the VOD squad, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Help us get to 30 likes. We've been smashing that goal recently, and it just helps with the algorithm. Honestly, liking the stream, commenting on the VOD, even if you've already seen us live, it helps a ton. We get a bunch of new eyes on the channel. And yeah, we just love to reply back. unless it's really saucy. We can't. YouTube will auto mod that shit. Okay, so keep your pants on. Okay, all right. We're pure paladins here. Stay hard. You know what I mean? And I just want to keep rambling. All right. Anyway, link to the official Discord server down in the description. Merch store down there if you want to get a koozie, a shirt, a hoodie, a hat, a beanie. I think I have all those up there. I don't know. It's a new store. It keeps evolving over time. And I'll see you all next Thursday. Hopefully CrazyFi will be there. And if you want to play 33 Immortals, if you want to stop by the Discord while I stream some games that I play usually, feel free to do so. Until next time, peace out. You ready for a spooky goodbye, team? Let's do a spooky goodbye. You deserve it. Spooky goodbye. Spooky. Okay, it's just, like almost a whole year till Halloween, but we'll get there, chat. We'll get there. Peace out. Just kidding. Okay, for real though.